Tonight, a program doing good in Superior notices a startling trend, why more kids are looking for lunches on the weekends in the area.
And a warning to parents tonight after what police are calling a failed abduction attempt in a Duluth neighborhood.
Plus, a frigid day arrives in the Northland. How long will the bitter cold and wind last?
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Baki.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. A bittersweet celebration in Superior today. For the past 10 years, a Northland program has been providing meals for students who don't have access to food on the weekends when school breakfasts or lunches are not an option.
But in that decade, the number of students they serve has grown significantly. CBS3's Emma Quinn spoke with program officials about what still needs to be done to address food insecurity in our children. Emma.
Tony, Kristen, when the Nutrition on Weekends backpack program started in 2010, they served about 100 students in the Northland, sending them home on the weekends with backpacks filled with food. Now, 10 years later, that number has grown to more than 1,000 students. Those backpacks are sent to 44 schools districts throughout the Northland, from kindergarten to high school. And St. Louis County receives the largest amount in the program, with almost 750 backpacks. Carlton and Douglas County are the next two largest, with 190 and slightly more than 70 backpacks. The Superior School District was the first school to take part in the program. They saw a need in their district and partnered with the National Bank of Commerce and the United Way of Superior and Douglas County to address the issue. And 10 years later, 35 to 40 of their students use this program each week. But district officials say that number varies as families' needs can change.
I think it impacts them in a positive way. I think it meets a need that there isn't met anywhere else throughout the community.
And although that increase in students using the program is a concern, officials say they will continue to provide the backpacks. And officials add that when students have enough to eat, they have a better ability to focus and learn in school. And all the food that students receive is donated by the public and Second Harvest. And for those interested in donating or volunteering, you can head to our website at cbs3duluth.com for more information.
Thanks, Emma. Meanwhile, a Northland tradition is underway again. Doors to the boat, sport, travel, and RV show opened at 5 o'clock tonight. If that's not enough, the Duluth Deer Classic is also going on at the deck. The 54th annual event features vendors showcasing all sorts of outdoor items.
We've got a full house, a ton of vendors, a lot of entertainment down here, so Great Outdoors is definitely indoors this weekend, so come on down, check us out.
The show runs through Sunday. You can check out our website for a full list of hours.
And speaking of the boat show, Dave Anderson joins us live from the deck at the boat show now. Dave.
Hi there, Kristen. It's like I'm standing right next to you. And oh, look at that guy. Tony's here as well. I'm at our CBS3 booth here at the 54th annual boat show. And this year, well, we're giving away a soundbar for your television. So when folks come down here to the boat show, you know, grab a CBS3 pen here, fill out the registration form, and when the show is over, we'll draw and see who gets to win that great prize. And of course, if you need to fuel up for this cold weather that's coming our way, we've got a nice bucket full of candy here that you can have. And we also are giving away, for summertime use, koozies to keep your cans warm. And Kristen is really a big fan of these. She's got a few stashed behind her desk just in case a surprise beverage drops her way. Well, a surprise cold snap? No, we've been expecting the cold snap, and low temperatures tonight are going to dip well below zero inland, towards 30 below in Minnesota, and maybe 15 below in Wisconsin and Michigan. And so our entire area will be covered tonight with a wind chill advisory for Wisconsin and central Minnesota and the UP, and a straight up wind chill warning for northeastern Minnesota towards the Iron Ranges. The feels like temperatures could be in the 40 below range. This cold snap is coming on the heels of a low pressure system that might bring a little more light snow to folks on the South Shore. And in fact, people there are facing a winter weather advisory that just might last until noon tomorrow. Will the weekend improve? I've got the 7-day forecast, which I'll show you in just a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. Looking forward to it.
Well, the big snow we saw in November is making headlines yet again, this time regarding the health of Minnesota's deer herd.
CBS3's Alex Libby spoke with Minnesota DNR officials to see how the deep snow may affect this fall's hunting.
Chris Balzer, the area wildlife manager with the DNR, says the biggest concern is the number of days that there has been deep snow. The DNR has a method to judge how dangerous the winter is for the deer. It's a point-based system called the Winter Severity Index. It adds a point for each day that is hard on the deer, and if there's more than 15 inches of snow on the ground, and if the temperature is less than 0 degrees, then they will add a point. The higher the score, the worse it is for the deer. Right now, that score is around 100, which is high for this time of year. And you'll remember much of the Northland got covered in nearly 2 feet of snow towards the beginning of December. And ever since then, a good portion of the region has had snow cover of more than 15 inches. And according to Balzer, the deep snow is hard on the deer, more so than the temperatures.
A lot of us managers have been kind of chatting about it, and we feel that the deep snow is probably more of a concern for deer than the temperature. I mean, we'll keep the index the same for now, but the deep snow is probably having some effect.
Balzer added is that if there isn't a large melting event in the next few weeks, it is likely the DNR will be giving out less antlerless tags for the upcoming hunting season. Balzer also told me that the deep snow has pushed deer to walk along the snowmobile trails and along the roads, and to use caution when driving in areas that are deer dense.
All right, thanks, Alex. We're also learning of an attempted child abduction in Duluth's Lester Park neighborhood, and police are warning parents tonight to be on the lookout. According to Duluth police, it happened around 4 yesterday afternoon in the area of Avondale Street and North 52nd Avenue East. A child told officers that a man wearing a mask asked him to get into his vehicle. Police say the boy refused, and the masked person then took off. Police do not have a description of the person or vehicle tonight, but are asking people in that area to keep an eye out and to call 911 immediately if you notice anything suspicious.
Charges have been filed against a man on the Iron Range accused of shooting at a person he did not know. Daniel Reitmeyer was charged with attempted murder this morning. Authorities say the 25-year-old was driving down a rural Mackinac Road early Monday morning. Now, the authorities say, they say he shot at a driver ahead of him, hitting the vehicle. The victim was not hurt, and police arrested Reitmeyer outside his home a short time later. A judge set the 25-year-old's bail at $500,000. Authorities say he admitted to using meth within 24 hours of the incident.
A suspect is on the run after police say someone broke into a Virginia store and stole 3 guns. Police responded to a tripped alarm at the Virginia Surplus store around 4 o'clock this morning. The suspect got away before officers arrived. Police Chief Nicole Matson says there's no surveillance video, so they don't have any photos of who they're looking for. If you have any tips, call the police at the number on your screen, and that number is also on our website. While Matson says the public is not in danger, they don't know what the suspect intends to do with the weapons they took.
Superior Police have identified the victim of last week's deadly fire in Superior. It happened last Tuesday evening. The Superior Fire Department responded to a fire at a home on East 2nd Street near 23rd Avenue East. Fire crews fought the flames for about 3 hours, but the home was destroyed. The victim is identified as 52-year-old Daniel William Dodge. The fire is still under investigation, but police say it does not appear suspicious. Dodge's cause of death is still pending autopsy results.
Authorities are investigating a car versus train crash that happened in Superior this morning. Authorities say a 39-year-old woman was driving west on Ellison Road. That's when she collided with a northbound Burlington Northern train at the crossing. No injuries were reported from the incident, and it's unclear whether police issued any citations. Douglas County Sheriff's Office, along with the Burlington Northern Railroad Police, are investigating the incident.
Billions of dollars are on the way for improvements to Duluth and Superior's ports. The U.S. Department of Transportation announced $10.5 million for a rail-served warehouse and to fix up the wharf's walls. Senators Amy Klobuchar and Tina Smith, as well as Congressman Pete Staubert, pushed for the funding.
The Ojibwe and Dakota languages could be getting some big recognition tomorrow. That's when a bill will be heard at the Minnesota Capitol that would recognize them as official languages. The bill also sheds light on the importance of promoting and preserving them. The Minnesota House of Representatives will have their first hearing tomorrow. It was a sea of red at the deck today as people gathered to Go Red for Women. The American Heart Association's Go Red for Women Luncheon is an annual event aimed at raising both awareness and money for the AHA. This year's theme was Mother, Sister, Friend, and focused on how most people are affected or know someone affected by heart disease and stroke. Two local survivors shared stories from their personal journey to heart health, and experts in cardiology shared information on how to both recognize and prevent heart disease.
Heart disease is the #1 killer of women. It kills more women every year than all forms of cancer combined. So the funding is really a huge need, and that's something the American Heart Association is on a relentless mission to continue doing until we can lower that number.
I had the honor of serving as MC for the event today, and organizers tell us the numbers aren't tallied just yet, but they believe they will surpass their goal of raising more than $40,000 today.
Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, Superior has been heart-bombed, why you're seeing a lot more love around the city.
And how low,
there we go.
How low can we go? Dave will be in next to tell us how cold it's going to get and how long it's going to last.
Live, local, CBS 3 News at 6 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, Kelly Hinson, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, local, CBS 3.
Here's the America I know, a country that puts working together ahead of standing apart, where we find common ground to expand health care and build a stronger, fairer economy and save our planet. I'm a problem solver. I build teams. I nurture good ideas. I hold myself accountable for results. It's how I led a complex, diverse city, and it's how I'll unite and lead this country.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
Friday, March 6th, in the Otter Creek Event Center, Black Bear Casino Resort brings you a very special live appearance from the happy medium, Kim Russo, star of the #1 hit series, The Haunting of, TV host, best-selling author, lecturer, and most sought-after medium worldwide. An evening of live readings and audience interaction, helping to achieve a more balanced and peaceful life. Tickets available at the Players Club or online at blackbearcasinoresort.com. Make the Bear your place.
This Valentine's Day at Papa Murphy's, heat things up to 425 degrees. Right now, get the Heartbaker Pizza, our signature pepperoni pizza in the shape of a heart for just $9. Fall in love with one today for just $9. We make it, you bake it, Papa Murphy's.
If you love to fish, hunt, boat, camp, or travel, or you love anything to do with the outdoors, you'll want to make your way down to the great family getaway at the Duluth Sports Show and Northland Deer Classic. See the newest RVs and boats. If you can cast it, ride it, wear it, sleep in it, or float on it, it's here. Bring your calendar and book your next family vacation at the many resorts and lodges. Fun for the entire family is happening now at the Deck in Duluth. MinnesotaSportsShow.com.
Survivor's ready!
This is the best of the best.
We're all winners out here. Not only did I win, but my husband won.
Whoever wins this one is king of the hill.
We got a bunch of players out here and a lot of sharks.
I've got my dagger behind my back.
It's like throwing gasoline on flames. That's Super Bowl. That's beyond the Super Bowl.
20 champions return.
So now it's put up or shut up.
Survivor Winners at War premieres tonight on CBS.
Dine with your darling with a Valentine's Day dinner for two at Bad River Lodge and Casino. Surf and turf with soup and a salad bar on Valentine's Day from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. It's a sweetheart of a special, and we'll see you at Bad River Lodge and Casino.
It's the biggest season in the history of Survivor.
We're all winners out here. Coming out here, we all have a target on our back.
20 champions return.
This will be the best of the best.
For a once-in-a-lifetime competition.
I want to be tested amongst the greatest. I want to make my mark.
Now it's put up or shut up.
Survivor Winners at War premieres tonight on CBS.
We're going to head back now to the boat show where Dave Anderson is hanging out tonight.
Dave, looks like there's quite a few people out there. You having fun?
Yeah, a ton of fun. Quite a few people and a lot of great boats, even though it is not boating weather. On that note, right now, I'm joined by Dennis from Lake Tyne Boats out of Hayward. Dennis, even though it's not quite boating season yet, people are getting antsy for it. And frankly, I'm assuming a show like this is really great for you small business people.
Shows here are just great. We're actually out of Wisconsin, but we handle this area. A lot of boats. People are coming in now. They're all going to try to get the boats before the ice melts and gets it in. Otherwise, they get short-circuited and when people run out of boats. We also handle motors. And in this area, we're quite unique. We operate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week in April, May. So we put more engines on in the Midwest than anybody else in outboards. So we kind of cover that gamut and fill in a little niche there. So.
All right. And that gamut, at least weather-wise tonight, is going to run from snow for some parts of our area to bitter cold for others as a cold front comes charging in now behind a departing low-pressure system. So we didn't get much in the way of snow earlier today in Minnesota, but there's still a chance for a little more for the South Shore. So folks there are facing a winter weather advisory still in effect until about noon tomorrow. And for the South Shore and the snow belt, 3 to 6 inches is possible there. For Minnesotans north of Duluth, it's a straight-up wind chill warning. Feels like temperatures could go towards 40 degrees below zero. Rest of our area, wind chill advisory with 30 to 40 below feels like temperatures in that neck of the woods. So it's a very wintry forecast next couple of days. Let's move on now and take a look at our current conditions coming in from the airport in Duluth. And right now, that current temp is 0 up over the hill. North wind at 17 miles per hour is helping to fuel those wind chill advisories and warnings. And our air pressure is increasing now at 1,020 millibars here as Arctic high pressure takes over for Thursday and for Friday. Current regional temperatures, well, we have already dropped to 11 degrees below zero International Falls. They're on the road to 30 below. The 0 here near Proctor could turn into 18 below by tomorrow morning, and Hayward still holding on to 13 above, might be at about 15 below come tomorrow morning. And Friday morning, we'll do it again. Let's move into the upper Midwest and eye up the situation. Yeah, that low pressure system came through, and it didn't bring much more than a dusting of snow to many Minnesota towns, but it could continue for another 12 hours or so for the South Shore. That's why folks there just might get a little bit more snow to the tune of 3 to 6 inches by noon tomorrow. Let's move on into the forecast here for night then and talk more about those temperatures coming Minnesota's way. Lows could go from 30 below up north to about 10 below right by the lake. Clear and cold for the Gopher State. But now we move into the Badger State and towards the Upper Peninsula, and we'll see that for Wisconsin and the UP. The range of low temps there is 5 to 15 below. Lake effect snow could continue, like I mentioned, through noon tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon, Wisconsin, Michigan, sunshine should arrive. High temps will go as warm as 5 above. And into Minnesota, high temperatures there, anywhere from about 2 below to maybe 2 above. Sunny and cold. And our extended forecast shows that once we ease through the rest of the week here, it will start to pick up again. Cold and sunny Thursday and Friday. Saturday and Sunday getting warmer, 18 to 29 degrees. And so it looks like a great weekend. Even if it's cold, get on down here to the boat show like our good friend Amos here has done. Amos, what do you like about the boat show?
I love boat. I love some stuff. I love Hugh. I love Channel 3, Channel 6, that stuff.
All right. I love Channel 3, too. What was that other channel? 6? I think I've heard of them. All right. Anthony, Tony, that's 2 of you. And Kristen, back to you.
Hey, Amos is one of our favorites, Dave. Make sure you tell him hi for us and bring back a pontoon for me. Dave Anderson live for us at the boat show tonight. Thanks, Dave.
Quite the ask there, Tony. Yeah. Superior 7th graders learned how to save a life today. The fire department taught the students CPR. It's the 4th year they've held the lessons, and the state mandated students be taught the life-saving technique. Fire Chief Scott Gordon says the students are interested in what they're learning, and it's a lesson that stays with them.
The highlight is the hands-only CPR. Thinking of those 1,200 young adults now walking around in our community that have the potential for saving somebody's life. That's what we're trying to do here.
Chief Gordon says they'd like to expand the program to high school, refreshing student skills and going more in-depth with the CPR training.
Did you notice a lot of hearts hanging around in Superior today? Well, that's because Superior's Preservation Alliance participated in a national trend called Heart Bomb. That's where they went around this morning and placed huge hearts on historic places. They hope the hearts showed the community that this place matters. One member of the Superior Preservation Alliance hopes this campaign could even help the economy.
For our community, it really lays out economic opportunity. Historic preservation is really good in terms of tourism. Also, when you do historic preservation work, more of your costs are spent on local labor and less on materials.
The Preservation Alliance plans to continue this event each year, but they also want to host other events to shine light on Superior's historic buildings. Their next meeting is March 9th.
I was going to say speaking of hearts, but I
Speaking of love.
Well, look at your dress color, right?
You know, I know.
You're in the Valentine's Day
We're
spirit.
here for the week of love.
Yeah.
Speaking of love, you know what I love? Playoff hockey. And that's what we're going to be talking about next as CEC and Proctor Hermantown are gearing up to face one another for a trip to state on the line.
America's Most Watched Network. Tonight, starting at 7, only on CBS3 Duluth. Then, stay tuned for CBS3 News at 10. CBS3 Live Cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
Schneiderman's helps you celebrate life's happiest moments when everyone has a spot. Even Spot. It's BOGO time at Schneiderman's. Buy one item and get another half off during the President's Day sale at Schneiderman's Furniture.
At Super One Foods, you'll find more than just low prices and better choices. You'll find friendly faces like ours, working hard to save you money.
Super One has a tireless commitment to quality and freshness and a goal of delivering 5-star service to every customer to bring the absolute best value to your shopping experience. Check out these specials available at all Super One locations going on now.
So stop into the Super One Foods right in your neighborhood. Super One Foods, serving you with low prices and better choices.
Friday, March 6th, in the Otter Creek Event Center, Black Bear Casino Resort brings you a very special live appearance from the happy medium, Kim Russo. Star of the #1 hit series, The Haunting of, TV host, best-selling author, lecturer, and most sought-after medium worldwide. An evening of live readings and audience interaction, helping to achieve a more balanced and peaceful life. Tickets available at the Players Club or online at blackbearcasinoresort.com. Make the Bear your place.
That's the cool unifying thing of Stella Maris Academy now, is that we have these 3 campuses that are unique in their own respects, but we have this one community that has come together to say, we support Catholic education here in Duluth, and let's make this something to be really proud of.
At Miller Hill Subaru, we believe in the mission of saving homeless pets and placing as many as possible in loving homes. Nearly 800 pets have been given a second chance through the Subaru Love a Pet adoption event in the past 12 years. We sponsor rescue groups near and far who share in this mission. And it's clear our amazing community supports adoption, welcoming these deserving pets to their forever homes. This is what collaboration and commitment to our community means to us.
How do we stuff Reese's peanut butter, pretzels, caramel, peanuts, and chocolate into Reese's Take 5?
Wait a minute. How do we do it? I'm tired of being left off company email. Can someone tell me how we do it? Not sorry. Reese's.
Huge tax breaks for the rich while the middle class continues to struggle. That's what happens when billionaires are able to control the political system. Our campaign is funded by the working people of this country. Those are the people that I will represent. No more tax breaks for billionaires. We are going to guarantee health care to all people and create up to 20 million good-paying jobs to save this planet. I'm Bernie Sanders, and I approve this message because we need an economy that works for all of us, not just wealthy campaign contributors.
Schneiderman's helps you celebrate life's peaceful moments. 8 hours at a time. Sleep better and save up to $800 on Beauty Rest Black adjustable sets during the President's Day sale at Schneiderman Sleep.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
Playoff hockey brings out the best in players, and that is just exactly what's happening to Proctor Hermantown and their star player, Michaela Finney. In the last 2 playoff wins for the Mirage, Finney has accounted for 6 of the Mirage's total points. Those 2 wins have catapulted the Mirage into the team's 3rd straight section title game, in which they will look to make another trip to the state tournament. As for Michaela's individual success, she says she owes it all to the success of her counterparts, and first-year head coach Emma Stauber credits the juniors' leadership.
A lot of it is my line mates, and they feed me the puck.
I get lucky enough to have the opportunity to play with them, and a lot of my skill comes from them. But we work great together. We always seem to have the offense that we've been looking for, so it's easy. We're just lucky enough to find the back of the net, I guess.
Obviously, she's been a leader on the stat board, which is awesome. We need that, especially in key situations. Like a couple weeks ago in overtime against Blaine, had a really nice goal there too to get us the win. And it seemed like she was kind of struggling at the beginning of the year, and for her to be able to find her rhythm and get pucks to the back of the net and has been huge for her confidence and especially for the team.
With Finney putting up big numbers in big games, perhaps the biggest game awaits her and the rest of the Mirage as they face Cloquet Esco Carleton tonight. And what a matchup that'll be. Number 1 seeded CEC making their first section finals appearance in 11 years, while the Mirage gear up to earn their 3rd trip to the state tournament. Puck drop is set for 7 p.m. Highlights will be tonight in our 10 p.m. show. From a pair of girls hockey powerhouses to the next, the UMD women's hockey team have been out there proving all the haters wrong in 2020. Why is that, you say? Well, for starters, the 2020 year has brought just 1 loss upon the 6th-ranked Bulldogs, and since that loss, they've won 3 straight against top 5 opponents. Most recently, the Dogs took down 5th-ranked Ohio State in a sweep at home this past weekend, in which 3 players on the UMD roster earned weekly accolades from the WCHA. Now they get set to take on Mankato for the 4th time this season, hoping to focus on themselves.
We've been playing top 5 teams, and Mankato isn't in the top 5, but they're a good team too. So it's a mental battle, and I'm excited to see us do well in that environment, because it's really important going down the stretch that we can beat teams regardless of ranking, regardless of who's in those jerseys. It doesn't matter. It's got to matter what we're doing.
Everyone on the team has found their roles, what they need to do to play their position the best, and I think we've just developed some really good team chemistry and really just will to win. We're dying to win games right now, and I think it's showing.
UMD hits the road for the first of their final 2 regular season matchups. They will take on Minnesota State Mankato this Friday and Saturday. I'm all in on women's hockey tonight.
Yeah.
All of it, all the time. Yeah, the CEC Proctor Hermantown game. I'm heading over there
Big game.
just after the show to get highlights. We'll have that in our 10 p.m. If you can get over there, it's going to be a great matchup. These are 2, they split during the regular season, so it's going to be a fantastic matchup. Winner to state. And if you can't be there, highlights, 10 p.m. tonight, CBS3. Tune in.
All right, looking forward to that. Thanks, Kelly. Well, the newest addition to the Milwaukee Admirals met his new team yesterday. Say hello to Bender the hockey pup. This cutie joined the team after their morning skate at Panther Arena. The team adopted Bender from the Humane Animal Wellness Society of Waukesha last week. The Admirals say it's an effort to raise awareness around homeless pets and animal welfare issues.
I just love that. We need a CBS dog here. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you back here at 10.